Well, what I'm looking at is I had a chance last year with, a lot of these guys having a chance to coach them in development camp or in prospect camp in Penticton. So that was nice. So for me, it's just looking at him and seeing, has he made any advancements from last season? How's his game growing? So I see that in a lot of the defensemen, to see that they've made some strides, their game's gotten stronger, and also their presence on the ice. They have more confidence on the ice now that they've had a year under their belt. They've been in a similar situation as this last year. So it's that comparison to see, are they making strides forwards or back? But overall, it looks like everybody's, really making some positive strides. I think what you want out of these guys is, what you're looking at as an organization, is these guys are potentially guys who are going to be teammates for the Winnipeg Jets. So number one is a chance for them to get to know each other. We're in two groups with regards to on the ice, but with regards to going out for dinner at night, with regards to working out together at the MTS Center, it's good for these guys to get a chance to know each other. So that's really important. But obviously you add in the sports psychologist, giving these guys food for thought, sports nutritionalist in there, telling these guys what to eat, what to drink, what not to eat, how they can take care of themselves, how they translate that into their first year pro when they're not at a billet or they're not at their mom and dad's place that they cook for them. So really beneficial to have that stuff, and just a chance to get to know each other also is big for this organization. Well, you can definitely see the polish he has. He has the 1 year of playing pro hockey under his belt. And coming off a real strong season. I think anytime you can have that experience that he gained during the year, not only the regular season, but to have a chance to go as deep as we went in the playoffs, I think that experience is invaluable. So he looks real strong out there against with the players that he's on the ice with today, but the polish is there. He's making the right strides development-wise. So we'll look to see how that translates into training camp.
For those of us who didn't get to see him all the time, what kind of player is he?
Well, he's when the season started, first and foremost, his offensive ability was always there. You always knew that. He has a real knack for when to join the rush, how to carry the puck through the neutral zone, generating offense from the blue line. But the strength of his game really started to develop from taking care of his own zone, making sure, again, that the offensive side is there, but being strong and dependable in his own area of the ice there in front of the net and in the corners. So, but offensively, too, when you look at his game, I look at areas that he needed to improve last year was puck protection coming through neutral zone. At times, we felt he exposed the puck quite a bit and got that taken away coming through the neutral zone. But he got better at that. Puck protection, using his speed, moving pucks, getting open, and generating that second layer to the attack that you really need in today's game.
People talk about his hockey sense. Do you see that too? That he's a smart.
He's an intelligent defenseman. He understands where he needs to be on the ice. He understands when to join the rush, when not to. And again, I think that made strides, development-wise on where it needs to be. So, when you look at a young defenseman and all the steps he needs to make, I believe he made some really big ones this season. Well, Mark Scheifele, we had the opportunity to have him in St. John's end of the year. We knew and we talked as an organization about how much hockey he had played, and we were really leery to really lean heavily on him with the amount of minutes he's played during the season. So he came in, and what we wanted for him to have that experience at the pro level, to see what it's like to play in playoff hockey, to see what takes place day in, day out with that intensity, and we thought he made some real strong strides. I know as an organization they want him to get some rest after the season, which was a wise decision. But when I look at him now on this ice surface here, he looks to be a little more rejuvenated out there. So that's a positive. But overall, you look at his game. You always hear about he's got to get stronger. Looks like he's making some steps in that direction, and the energy level, as I talked about, looks to be at a better level than it was when we saw him. But overall, I think experience-wise, it was a very top-notch. Opportunity for him to come into St. John's and see the way playoff hockey is and play against professionals, growing men on the ice. So overall, I was really pleased with what I saw with him. Well, he played the majority of the games. For us, it's as an organization, we knew we were strong down there. We had a lot of young guys that have put in the whole season down there and have, been through the ups and downs of a AHL regular season. So, when we looked at adding Mark, we added him in. And when I look at my lineup, my roster, my forwards, how they came together, you look at line combinations, he fit in a good scenario when we had Marco Rose on the wing. Marco Rose now came out of the lineup, and then that, that flexibility that we we had wasn't there. So, you know, Mark came out, had a chance to watch the game. It wasn't based on his performance or lack of performance. It was based on our needs of the team we were playing. So that's all part of the development. It's all part of the game. It wasn't something that we wanted him to go home and sit back and analyze what he did wrong or what he did right. It was just a matter of what we needed on the ice for that series. But we're pleased with the experience he gained from St. John's.